acceptance. Acceptance is the key to manifesting, accepting of who you are, accepting of what is already yours. This video is inspired from a new client session that I had this morning, and her question to me is, Rose, how do I accept and know that I am? This video is for you, and I want to share with you a part of a conversation that I had with this client today, because I would like to further dive into acceptance of the fact that it is done. Welcome, my name is Rose, and welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart so you live a life that you love. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me or joining the Rosey Life course and community, you can go to RoseyLife.com, and the 6-month Platinum Premium program begins November 15th. For those of you who are interested, you can go to the website and learn more information there, or you can reach out to me at rose@roseylife.com for more information. All right, so let's get to this. So the client sessions this morning have been amazing already, and we've had so many laughs. We've laughed so hard. I've laughed so hard all morning, and a lot more than I usually do, and it's just so fun to speak with you guys one-on-one. And most of you are say I didn't want to book a session because I felt like if I booked a session that was implying that I don't have my stuff. But then again, I wanted to book a session because I want to talk to someone that understands the law, and so that I can just freely express myself and talk about all of these things with someone else, and that will get it. And so I understand you guys, because I totally feel the same way. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone that gets this, and you don't have to explain yourself from the beginning. But one of the clients this morning, we were talking, she said, I've been studying the law for years, Rose. And she says, and I get everything intellectually. She says, but I don't want to just get it intellectually. I want to know who I am. I want to really feel who I am, she said, because I get it. She says, but I just don't feel it. And I said, funny enough, I said, you don't have to feel it. You just have to accept it, that this is who you are. And she said, she's like, well, we got into the discussion about acceptance because a lot of times we hear the word self-acceptance or self-acceptance or acceptance, right? That it's a practice of accepting yourself the way that you are, the way that you look, or the way others are, that you just have to accept it as a fact. Well, you guys already know where I stand with facts. That was one of the last videos I did. There are no facts. So accepting of any fact, you are choosing to accept that fact is real when actually it's a choice. Facts aren't real, they're choices. You create your own facts. So what exactly are you accepting? Because you're choosing to accept things. You can choose to accept a ton of things or not, and you can drop those facts and create new facts for yourself whenever you want to. So what exactly is acceptance? And that's the conversation that we got into. And I love that conversation so much, because she said, Rose, you just made it so easy. I get it. And you can tell her at the beginning of the conversation, she wanted to talk about her struggles and how hard it was, and things that were difficult in her life with a special person, with money, with a house, with her business, with money, all these things, right? And she really wanted to talk about those things. And my question to her was who are you? And she says, well, I know I'm God. And she says, but then we got to the topic of accepting that. And she said, okay, so now I know I'm God. Now what? How do I apply that to get my stuff? She immediately wanted to jump, as many of you do. You're like, okay, cool, I'm God, but how do I get my stuff? How do I use that to get what I want? And she kept trying to go there in the session, and I pointed that out to her. And when I pointed that out to her, she said, oh, I get it. She says, I'm just wanting to go and do something to make it happen. I'm not accepting that I'm God and that I have everything already right now. And I said, yes. And she said, I get it. Oh my God. And you can tell her physically, I can tell, I could see it on her face. I feel that you can just tell that she really got it. And that moved her, completely moved her. Like the rest of the conversation was full of laughter and was fun because she got it. She was like, oh my God. She said, I think I was trying to make it so difficult when it was so simple. And she said, because it's so simple, I couldn't get it. And I said, yeah, that happens. Okay, that happens. So I want to share with you what we're talking about. So her question is like, how do I know or accept it's done? How do I know I'm God? How do I know that I am? How do I know it's done? How do I know this is real? One of you made a comment. How do I know? Where's the proof behind it? How do I know it's done? How do I accept this? How do I know I'm God? How do I accept my desire? Right? And so what you get involved when you start asking that kind of question, what you're doing is you're looking for feelings. And this is what we really got to in our conversation that was like so powerful. And she said, oh my God, do a video on this. And I said, I'm going to. She says, looking for feelings or thoughts, and this is what she was doing, looking for feelings or thoughts or physical sensations like tingling in her body, like, oh, I feel the energy. Yep, I feel the energy in my head, my shoulders, my stomach, my back. Like, yeah, oh, I feel it moving down. Like we're looking for a physical sensation, right? Or a certain feeling of elation or bliss or happiness or joy or thoughts of like, oh yes, the thoughts, I'm doing it. We're looking for these things as proof, right? As proof that it's real or that you're doing it right. That's what she was doing, and that's what a lot of you are doing. You're looking for a certain feeling or a physical sensation or certain kind of thought as proof that it's real, that what you want is real, or that you are I am, that it is real, or that you're doing it right. And so you begin to seek for things that help you get that. So you look for processes, techniques, or feelings and as evidence, something, so you want something to hold on to. You want to hold on to something for reassurance, for security, and to make sure that you're not going crazy, right? Because as some of you who work with me, you're like, I want to make sure that I'm not going crazy. So I like that you're a psychotherapist because I want to make sure that I'm not delusional here, that I'm not losing my mind, that this is not bad for me, that this is not dangerous for me to be thinking this way, to lose my mind, right? So you're looking for something to hold on to give you reassurance, security, that you're not losing it, or that you're doing it right, or that you are going to get it. Do you see? So you're still looking outside of you. It keeps you stuck in seeking proof outside of you. You won't find it. You will not find the reassurance, security, the safety, the proof, the evidence that it's done. You won't find it outside of you because I am is the proof. When you say I am, that is the proof. You are the way. I am the way, the truth, the life. That's a scripture. I didn't quote the scripture, but I am the way. You are the way. You are the way. You are the proof. You are the light. You are everything. You are the proof. You don't have to seek for proof. You don't have to seek for a feeling. And we talked also about how she was trying to feel herself as God. She was trying to feel herself as I am. And I said, you're not going to find God in a feeling because God is above feelings. God is above feelings, and feelings are effects. They're not cause, they're effects of what you're assuming and you're thinking. So don't put God in a box of trying to feel it. Stop trying to put God in a category because you won't find it. God is everything and everywhere, but God's not in a category of a feeling or a thought or a physical sensation or any specific thing. God's everything. So God is all of that, but none of it. Do you see? So you can't, we're trying to categorize and capture it and hold on to it so that we can feel safe. We can feel like it's a sure thing, that we can feel it's a sure thing, that we can feel, listen to that, so we can feel like it's a sure thing. Because if I feel like it's a sure thing, then I know I'll get it. You want to skip the feeling and go to the knowing, the acceptance that it's done. Acceptance that I am that I am. I am the I am. That's acceptance. You don't need the feeling to proof. You don't need the thoughts of proof. You don't need the physical sensation as a proof. You are the proof. You are. You living, breathing, speaking. You are the proof. I love this Neville quote, Neville Goddard. He says, all you can possibly need or desire is already yours. All you can possibly need, anything you can possibly need or desire. It's not just need, it's anything you need or want. Everything you can possibly come up with. It's already yours. It says, as the end, it's yours as the end is accepted. Meaning what you desire and you imagine yourself already having it, that's the end. Meaning you already accomplished it. You already got the job. You already have the successful business. You already have the changes in your body. You already have the relationship. Accepting that it is yours. You become totally indifferent as to possible failure, for acceptance of the end wills the means to that end. So you become totally indifferent to possible failure. When you accept something as yours, failure is not even an option. Failure is not even in an entertainment. You're not even entertaining failure because you've already accepted that it is yours. So, and acceptance of the end, in other words, accepting that you have it, that you are it, is what wills the means. In other words, it's what makes it happen. The how, the end, that acceptance of the end is the how. It's the how it unfolds from you. Do you see? And then I looked at Webster Dictionary, the word acceptance. The definition of the word acceptance in Webster, rather, it says the act of accepting something or someone. So it's an act. You guys say like, well, you have to take some action if you want to have a successful business, for example. Acceptance is an act. You are taking action. That is inspired action. The act of accepting something or someone. That's the definition of acceptance. It is an action. To accept is an action. You're doing something. You are doing something. You're accepting that it is yours. It is done. It's mindfulness in action here and now. Even acceptance, like in the yoga communities, in spirituality communities, when they practice mindfulness, this is one of the things they practice, is they talk about acceptance. Mindfulness in action here and now. In other words, you're accepting here and now. It's a mindfulness in action. So you're using the mind in action to accept the here and now, to accept your desire. So you are a master. For those of you who are just like, oh, I don't know how to accept that it's mine, how it's done. How do you accept it? You're already masters at accepting. You guys are master assumers, master acceptors, right? You are a master of accepting already. For example, and I just wrote a few things of the billions of things you're accepting already. You're accepting the 3D, which you're looking at as you don't like it. You're accepting what your body looks like. You're accepting where you live, where you're accepting that who your family is, whether you like them or not. It's a different story, right? You're accepting the 4 seasons that they're going to come. They're going to come no matter what. They're coming. You accepted it, right? You accept that electricity works. It just works. It's just there. You accept it. You already know how to accept. You accept things all day long, every second, every day. You know how to accept. Instead of looking for how to accept it's done, how to accept I'm God, It's just acceptance. And just like my client said this morning, accepting is just accepting. Acceptance is just accepting. You just accept it. So I intend this video is so helpful for you guys. I love you guys so, so much. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing the video with others so that they find the Rosey Life. So the Rosey Life continues to blow up. I love you guys so, so much because you are all so freaking amazing. I absolutely adore talking to you guys. So thank you so much for your love and support, and I will see you soon. Bye.